Been able to talk to Charlie?
I have not. No, I sent him a text and I haven't got a response yet.
There's a certain amount of bad luck, I guess, with virtually every injury. This seems to be almost a double layer of bad luck, yes? And that it's-
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know what happened to Charlie. Obviously, there was a statement that was issued, right? And as far as we're concerned right now, first and foremost, we're concerned with Charlie's health. We just want to wish him the best moving forward here in his recovery, and like that's the main concern for us right now. Is just yeah, you know, the incident is unlucky, but we want to wish him the best with his health moving forward, speedy recovery, and we'll see where it goes from there.
At the moment, you're planning that he wouldn't be with you Saturday.
Yeah, no, we're planning obviously that we have a game without him on Saturday, and we got to do our best to get our guys that are here ready for that game coming up on Saturday, which we did today.
Not just Saturday? Like,
I don't have a timetable for his return yet. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't. I wouldn't expect him. I wouldn't expect him in the short term here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's hockey injuries are one thing, but like that's serious when you start talking about infection and whatever is related to that. So like that
Yeah, and again, that's why, like I said before, our concern is number one with his health. He seems to be doing better, which is a good sign. But you know, we just want to see him recover from this injury. This, you know, what happened first, and then we'll go from there.
what about Hampus? Do you see him coming back in?
Listen, as far as Hampus goes, I don't have a timetable on his return yet either. We continue to go through the process with Hampus. When the medical staff feels he's ready to practice with us again, then that'll be the next step, and then we'll go from there. But you know, that's as far as I have. That's as much as I have right now with him.
The scheduling itself doesn't look as daunting as some of your stretches. It's sort of like every other day rather than back-to-back. So that said, you've still got to come in hot, right? You've got no choice here, given what the standings are.
Correct. We have to play some good hockey here in the last 25 games to put ourselves in a position to compete for a playoff spot. We have 25 games left. You know, you can break it down into smaller increments, which is something that we're going to look at doing. You know, whether it be a 3-game series for 4 games, we'll take a look at that to break the schedule down a little bit smaller for our guys to look at. But I don't know the exact number of what it's going to take to get in. I don't think anyone can predict it. We have an idea, but let's look short term here. Let's look like 2 or 3 games, like I said, as a group. Try to take care of business in those situations, then move on to the next segment. I think that's a good way for us to approach this you know, stretch run, if you want to call it that, just under a third of the season left.
you manage that 7-game segment without Charlie there. Is there kind of a game plan or a template that you would envision in terms of managing the game from here without him, and how you kind of
Well, I think for us as a staff, you know, without him and Lindy, obviously, you know, it puts us in a situation where we have to look at things a little bit differently, and maybe as far as some adjustments that we want to make within our group, how we have to play, how our forwards have to be able to help out our D in certain situations, maybe more than other times. I mean, let's face it. Obviously, they're 2 really good defensemen for us. They play a lot of minutes for us. So, but we've done it in the past. We've played some good hockey without them. I would expect our guys to hopefully rise to the challenge here, and like the adjustments that I'm talking about are more based on probably roles and minutes. I've said this before. You know, you don't want guys to change their game just because someone's out of the lineup. But you do, as an individual, you have to be ready to dig in and get more minutes and be used in different situations. So it's incumbent upon all of our guys, not just our defensemen, but our forwards, to make sure that, you know, we're all chipping in and helping out.
so they're coming back, like the forwards. Yeah.
Well, they always should anyway. I mean, there's no, you know, but I think there needs to be more of an emphasis on our team game. That's just the way it needs to be. You know, we need to do a good job. I said this before, when we're tight defensively, when we're giving up less opportunities and not making it so hard on our goalies, that's when we're at our best. And we need to get back to that.
Last time you guys had a break, you know, Christmas, you went in hot, came out, kind of spiraled for a little while. What's going to make sure that that doesn't happen here again coming out of this break?
Well, yeah, I think part of because of because of what we did after that Christmas break, I would hope that's kind of in the back of our minds too. And we've made some adjustments as far as the practices that we've had this time. We come out of that Christmas break, you go right into a game. You don't even have an opportunity to practice. At least here now, we get the 3 or 4 practices under our belt before the first game, which is better for us. So, we've made it so that we've kind of set it up. It's a little bit of a mini training camp. We hope to get off to a better start than we did after the break because of the practices and the time that we're putting in now.
There was no one out today with maintenance or flu or anything. I wasn't counting all bodies today.
No, just if I can just think Lindy and Charlie, and then obviously the guys. The other Lindholm Elias, he's still off from the break. He's taken a couple of days off from the tournament, and then we still have Marshy's playing, obviously. So, no.
And the 2 American guys, not the 2 American, but Marshy and I get confused. Who comes back how soon from the 4 nations? Are you going to have everybody here Friday? That would seem impractical.
No, I don't believe we will. Those guys that play Thursday will be here Saturday morning, hopefully for the pregame skate. We'll talk about Swayman's situation. He might be here Friday for practice because he's not playing as much. That's something that we'll figure out. And Lindy will be here. Elias Lindholm will be here for practice on Friday.
On Friday.
Yes.
So selfishly, just from the club's perspective, do you wish Charlie wouldn't have played against Canada after?
I can't answer that. I mean, this is the tournament that the league has put forth, and I said this the other day. It's a great tournament. It brings publicity to the game. It helps our game across the map. So it's hard for me to answer that. Of course, you never want to see anyone get injured, especially one of your own, right? And other teams are dealing with some injuries too from that tournament as well. So we're just like I said. We just want Charlie to recover quickly as he can, and we just hope for the best. That's all.
Will you go? Will you go Thursday?
I am leaning towards watching it on television right now. Yeah. I got some stuff that we need to work on here for Friday.
Charlie, how does it feel getting back into the swing of things?
Feels good. It's nice to get away and get a break and some downtime and rest the body, mind a little bit. But there comes a point where you're like, all right, let's get back to the routine. Let's get back to it. And we had some good work cut out for us here that we're looking forward to. And so it's nice to see everyone. Some guys come back with a little tan. Some, like myself, not so much, but didn't burn, so that's a win. But it's great to come back to work and kind of feel energized and ready to go for this last stretch.
When you had heard that Charlie McAvoy had really messed up his shoulder and then lands in the hospital, what did you think?
Yeah, it's just a shame. It's a shame. He's such a gamer in the way he plays. He plays hard, and yeah, injuries and things happen, and whatever happened. But he was man possessed playing those games. It was so fun to watch. Fired me up watching and seeing that through the TV. But I feel for him because you know how badly he wants to play and contribute and be a part of that finals and that last game. But he's been a big part of it. He's been a huge part of it. The way he's played those last couple, but you hate to see that. You want guys to be healthy, and I know both teams want guys to be healthy because they want to win against the best and have the full team out there. But on the other hand, too, you want to make sure Charlie's good so we can have him back and playing and playing good hockey, healthy hockey for us too. So you never want to see that regardless, but especially someone on your team here. So yeah, I definitely feel for Charlie and hope he's doing all right.
The world of expectations around injuries, you never know, but I mean, you get a fracture, you figure weeks, a tear, blah, blah, blah. Kind of the last thing you think of is infection, right?
Yeah, like you think of, yeah, you hit it on the head. Like injuries are, you can't move, you break a bone, you physically can't play. But all of a sudden these little things like an infection or whatever it is, it's like, it kind of stings that much more because, depending on what it is, you're like, I feel like I can play, I feel like I can do it, but there's something going on there that you need to be cautious of. And So it stinks either way, because we all want to go out there and we're competitive, especially Charlie. So you just hate hearing that, you hate seeing that, and you just hope whoever it is get back to playing and get back to good health as soon as they can the right way.
Last time you guys had a extended break where Christmas came out of it, you guys kind of tailspun for a little while. Is that stuck in your mind now coming out of this one, going back in the swing of things?
No, I wasn't even thinking of that till you just brought it up, honestly. It just depends on your mindset, your focus, how you come in. We come in here, we have at least 3, maybe 4 skates before our first game, so Christmas break's a little different, where you come in, you go right on the road right away, you barely have a skate, and boom, you're playing, Home, if you're playing home, maybe it's a tad different. But here, we're home now, we can use it to our advantage, the practice time, having the proper rest. You're not flying out the day of the game and all that, you can use say excuses, whatever, but we have the opportunity right now to prepare the best way we can. And so we just got to take advantage of doing that, having good practice habits, getting our game habits back, and then using that on Saturday. I think we're all pretty excited to be back and playing and seeing what we can do here. And we know what we're capable of, so it's up to us to prepare, focus, and bring that energy. So we're ready for Saturday.
How does it feel to be back in the swing of things after a break?
Good. Yeah, it was a nice little break. Just take care of yourself, get better, prepare yourself for the last 25 games in the year and the playoffs.
And how important is a break like that for you?
I mean, it is. You play every other day for 4 straight months. There's a lot of hitting, physical games and everything, so it's nice to get your body back on track. Let's get some work done, get better. Obviously there wasn't much time for practice or like some individual skill stuff in the ice, so I got to get to work, get it done during the break. So yeah.
And how important is it to have these couple of days of practice as you come out of a break and going into a game compared to the last time you guys had a break where it was just right to traveling?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you don't really lose the conditioning or your touch or skating. I mean, obviously you want to get on the ice and get some touches down, get the legs under you, so I think that's the main focus for sure.
Nikita, how did you feel when you heard Charlie? You didn't just mess up his shoulder, he ends up in the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, not great. Obviously, he's a big part of the team. He's our brother in this room, so we feel bad for him. Obviously, he got the chance to play for his country in the big stage, and now he cannot play not only some games for us, he also going to miss this final game tomorrow, so I feel bad for him for sure because of that.
I imagine you've had pains and injuries with shoulders and all that, just given your position.
You want me to give you more insights? What's going on with your shoulder?
Well, I'm wondering, like he throws that hit on McDavid with a bad shoulder. I'm imagining that can't feel good for anybody.
Do we know that exactly? I don't even know exactly what happened. So, I mean, I don't know on what hit he got hurt or if he had a bad shoulder before that game. So it's all speculation. So I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't know. I heard the situation could have got handled a little bit better up there, but it didn't. And unfortunately, he ended up where he is right now. So, I mean, we just got to move forward from that.
Good transition back into hockey?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's good 2 days to push it a little bit, have a little longer practice, work on things that, we feel like we need to get better. So, it's a good pace, and obviously, another day closer to play the game, which obviously we are really excited about.
Yeah, and about a third of the way left of the season. Coach talked about looking at it in segments. How important is it to just focus on a few at a time?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously we are not in position to look past the next game for the way where we are at the standings. We have to take game by game, and obviously we need every single point. And so yes, don't look too far. Make sure we give ourselves a chance every game to win and grab the points. Because those games gonna go fast, but it's important to stay in the moment.
David, when you sign up for hockey, you sign up for injury, right? And it's just part of the game. but this seems like layers of bad luck for Charlie. Getting hurt, bad luck, and then getting the infection.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, to hear that. Yeah, one thing is to get injured and then getting infected, so we are all set for him, for both missing, the final and not being able to be here with us this couple of days. So, wishing him nothing but the best recovery and hopefully, he can be back with us soon enough.
Czechia wasn't in this tournament, come Olympics, you'll get asked. Looking at this happen, does it make you think twice about joining?
No, I'm 28. I didn't have a chance to play at the Olympics. Missed the last two. So obviously, that's as kid from Czech Republic, you dream on to play for your country and play in Olympics and World Championship. And so definitely I wouldn't think twice about it. Wish it came earlier, but it is what it is, and now. Have that looking forward to, and how I said last couple of days it's still very far away, but yes, definitely growing up it's your dream to represent your country, and especially at an event like Olympics. So yes, I definitely would fulfill one of my dreams.
Coming back, you've had harder schedules than what you're going to come back to in terms of playing 3 and 4 days and all that stuff. But you guys really have no choice, given where the standings are. You've got to come in hot here, right?
Yeah, like I said, yeah, we will hit every point we can get, and I think everybody recognized the situation in here, and the practice was good. Boys looking sharp. I thought the pace was great, and we just need to translate to the game. And like you said, maybe a little bit easier schedule. I felt like we had a lot of 4 and 6, and felt a little tired, maybe or fatigue before the break, and now it's no excuses. We have to come in really hard.
Does break do more for your head or more for your body?
Well, it depends, for each player in what kind of state you are. Sometimes you're battling injury, sometimes you're fully healthy, and that mental break is help you a lot. So, for me individually, it was perfect timing for both.
The way this schedule is set up coming out of this break, last time you guys had a break, it was straight into the schedule. No practice, you fly to Columbus coming out of Christmas. Now you kind of have a little bit of a runway, you can kind of jump right in. Does that kind of ease your guys' mind, knowing that, okay, we can't hit the ground running a little bit now, we may not have that sort of have to adjust coming back out of the break? Yeah, 100%. I mean, the Christmas break is so short that I think you can get away with, not skating for a couple of days and can jump right back in it. But, this break was much longer, that you do need to, stay in shape and pretty much, come back and get the rust on the ice. But, for me, treat it same like Christmas break. Took a couple of days off, but how I said, staying in the shape in the longer breaks is very important, and getting a couple practices under the belt definitely helped.